Alright, I won't make you guys listen to the static any longer. Let me get started with today's key mailer. This game is called Radiotext. And this is just the demo. Let's see here. I'm going to post the link so you guys can wishlist the game. It does have mostly positive reviews. And it looks like it's planned to be released in Q3. Hi, Gerber! But it's an interactive story, so I'm excited. Ooh. Thank you for the lurk. Hello there, cowboy. Wasn't sure you would jack in. Didn't your mama tell you not to stick other people's drives in your PC? Especially those you've met on the lonely alleys? Why did you plug it anyways? I don't know why we can look around. I'm Sky. This is Radiotext. It allows to talk without governments or corps spying on us. Uses long-range radio waves to deliver data. Decentralized, encrypted, E2E. The stick you jacked in had a radio wave transmitter alongside this terminal software. You probably have questions. That part might come as a bit of a shock, so try to bear with me. Normally, I hand out these sticks to strangers to get them off the net. Old web has been dead for a long time now, and cypherpunk battle is lost anyway. I'm trying to draw more people into the waves for communication where they won't be under constant surveillance, but for you, things are a bit different. The tower you're working will blow up somewhere in the next 10 hours. What? Unless you're suicidal, don't go to work tomorrow. Why is what the fuck wiggling? Why? We are a cyber activist group called Chip Syndicate. This is not our doing. A dad joke. We value civilian life and try to cause a change without hurting anyone. We will do a dad joke in just a moment. There's another group who call themselves Anamos. They're much more high-tech than us, don't cooperate, and truly a bit radical. Hey, cow! However, I do have a link inside which allows me to somewhat negotiate or reason with them. That's how I was able to reach you and your colleagues. Interesting. Let's do a dad joke real quick. Let's see here. I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can just feel it. What should I do? Don't panic. All you need to do is lay low for a bit. Nomos say they will compensate your money. Try not to draw unnecessary attention. We'll take care of you. Nomo's also sent this file. I don't think you'll be missing your old job. You can see the file in your cache when it's completed. Reading contents. From the Chief Executive Officer. Holy crap. Okay, let's go back up. Oh my god! Okay. M. The automation of continuity tower is now complete. All accounting work is handled start to finish by the system. The remaining flesh employees were kept only to show stability during the transition, checking the artificials. Last automation phase is done and scheduled. Good. Handle this in stages. Close departments one by one so it looks like more reconstructing. Remember, there will be no surveillance or severance payment. As a reminder, those employees were never covered under insurance. In case of illness, costs were covered directly from the budget to maintain appearances match those ends as well. Wow. Once the final departments are closed, trial will run fully automated. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Normally, as Chirp Syndicate, we are trying to be all cool and mysterious, only accept and contact people through encrypted tests to see whether they'll fit in. But in your case, we needed to skip all that and contact immediately. To make Radiotext more familiar for you, I put Flynn as a second designated connection. You can ask your questions to him. When you're more acquainted with the radio wave, I'll ask you whether you'd like to join us or not. For now, just go to your terminal and type connect again. I'm signing off now. See you later. You can press tab on your desk to return to your terminal. Oh, also terminals show auto replies when we're away. Don't be surprised by it. Ping you back later. Hey there, I'm Flynn. Sky told me someone would be writing. That must be you, I guess. Heard you know nothing about Radiotext, both radio waves and terminal-wise, is that right? No worries, let's start. Firstly, the Radiotext is the name of the software inside the USB stick. Stick has a processor inside, so it is a computer, though not a powerful one. This little computer is equipped with a radio receiver transmitter antenna. Software is what allows us to manage using that. Oh, message using that. Okay. However, radio waves still carry a limited amount of data, thus most of the time we need lots of compression. Text is almost always fine, but when it comes to audio and images, things become a bit funky. Still, this thing has been around for some time and people even play Doom on it. You just gotta learn the way of the waves. Let's start with the screen. Make it more like a chat. You can go ahead and look at the interface tweaks in your terminal. Amber looks much more clean than green in my opinion. Try out different colors while in there too. Available. Color. We'll just keep green. While you do that, let me find the files to send. Okay, found them. This is profile picture one. In order for the pictures to work, you first need to run the plugin. Actually, Sky could have done this beforehand, but since not everyone plugs in the stick, it becomes a waste of time. Send in the other one now in just a second. Here it is. After this loads, return to your terminal and type cache. File should be there. Any problems so far? Good. Try the plugin, type display pp in there. It should display my profile picture in the right corner. I know it sounds funny, but you get used to it. Then I type it. Oh my god. Press enter to proceed. Oh! Stay chromed up. This says Chrome. Eyes Chrome. Oh my god. This is really cool, I'm not even gonna lie. Hmm. Interesting. Weird. Hmm. Interesting. Hi, Chachi. How are you? Casey. The view beneath the horizon seems rendered in pixels behind the fly screen. Under the pulsing neon lights of the corporate towers, you could feel the city's heartbeat. Metals vibrate at the same frequency as the engines of motor vehicles passing along the generous highway. Hello, complete stranger. I'm Casey. I'm an author, a novelist, a novel writer. That didn't sound too confident, did it? Forget all that now. What do you think about the entrance? Was it too descriptive, too mystique? Perhaps a little hard to understand? It was a cool theme. That's pretty much what I got when I look out. Pretty much what I got when I look at what? They shat in the world's ecosystem, and now we are the ones to suffer. I just romanticized it a little. This passage is going to be the intro to my book, so it's important that it's catchy. Gotta hook the reader right into it. That's mainly why I'm here, talking about writing in a bit of a civil disobedience. You tell me about yourself. What do you mean? I mean, I am out of topics to chat about. You tell me something. Oh, that. The government doesn't allow people to broadcast on the radio, or use its frequency, or something, I don't know. They tell that it interferes with the communication or something. Also, there was pirate radios before times. It was measured against that too. All complete bullshit if you ask me. I think they only fear that they can't what they can't control. Okay, please remember this is a demo. The game is not out yet. They force us to use their channels to communicate. I don't obey that law. I'm sorry. It wasn't initially. Even the big corps were advertising and stuff. You can still come across the dead channels. Look, I understood that you're new to this, but how could you not know these? Don't internet people tell the history behind when calling people in? I'm just gonna say they don't. That's a shame. Of course the net isn't what it used to be, but still, expected more from them. You remember the name of it? It's alright. Not like I was gonna go beat up a rich fellow with a million fans. I'm gonna give you a frequency you can connect. This should help clear your questions. Wait a second. Here, connect that frequency, spreading factor 7. Go to your terminal and type. Oh god, you can look for your answers from... Oh my god. You can look for your answers there from now on. Okay, I need to go. Gonna run some errands and be back to writing. Hope you stick around. I'm not gonna remember that. Okay, thank god it's right there. 868.922. Free dictionary. Welcome to the dictionary of the free world. Free dictionary. This is an open source project made possible by the contributions of from all over the Balkans. Type the desired word, then press the return key. If there is a match, auto response system will answer. Glass refers to ocular wearable devices, goggles, lenses, or retinal overlays that layer digital information over vision. Wearing glass implies persistent data feed through a person's eyes, also known as chrome gear, headpiece overlay, and shimmers. Chrome, proper noun. A name whispered across the band, attributed to the legendary hacker said to operate deep in the radio noise floor. Also known as a ghost of the noise and the breaker. icebreaker. A person who specializes in breaking through digital defenses, especially ICE. An icebreaker is a hacker skilled in defeating security systems, opening locked networks, or bypassing virtual barriers. Acronym. Stands for Intrusion Countermeasure Electronics. Refers to the digital security programs, firewalls, and defensive constructs. Designed to detect, delay, or destroy unauthorized access attempts. Black ice, white ice, gatekeeper, code the wall. Construct. Refers to the digital consciousness emulating a human mind, often formed from memory traces, personality metrics, or full brain scans. The construct operates within a machine or network, retaining fragments or illusions of the original self, usually mistaken for an artificial intelligence or AI. Ghost copy, brain dump, soft mind, posthumous agent. Wow! An encrypted long-range radio protocol meshwork, released as an open-source project on the Usenet in the 90s, originally developed by Janet Kovac. I'm not sure how to say that name. Spectrum synthesizer for earthquake emergency comms. Following her unexplained death, rumors of assassinations persist. I'm learning so much about this game. Laura. Okay. What is links? Skyflying KC Free Dictionary. Oh, okay. Ask me why. Interesting. Why didn't it work for this one? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's connect to another random person. 11 frequencies. Jeez. Ghost youth. No wires, no interface, just pure voice transmission. What was it? Ghost mouth? Ghost mouth. Ghost mouth utilizes a minimally invasive procedure to install a precision microphone at the base of your skull, enabling seamless wireless communication wherever you go, because privacy is your right. Interesting. Weird. This is really cool. Oh my god. This channel is designated to be used as a notepad. You can write down anything you would like. No data is collected. If I just type connect, will it do it? No. Connecting new random frequency. Welcome to Radiotext Tips. Here you can find useful tips and tricks about how to navigate the terminal. Where do you want to start? Noise cancel. Text speed, system input name, color, colors. Okay. We already knew that. Yo. Signal is clean. You're not broadcasting anything. One of Sky's greens. Name is Chrome. If you bounced freaks at all, you've heard it. I'm the ghost in the noise. I see through your digital green. There is something different. But I ain't no oracle and don't want to spoil anything. What the fuck was that? Eternal like yours is plain text only, all text, no eyes. I can fix that. Ooh. Flynn messaged us. How'd you find Radiotext so far? Came across any good channels? Met some people. Remember any of their names? Chrome. Yeah, sure, buddy. You've met Chrome. But it's cool that you've learned the name somewhere. He's the most famous of the breakers. Doesn't use chirp range, but same method. We'll pass you to an array receiver. Not much, but you'll see the waves. Successful. Route privileges required to proceed. Oh my god. Type the magic word. Whoa! Use the arrow key to match frequencies. Use scroll wheel to move inside the terminal. To see all commands, type help. Use the arrow keys.
Mostly visible on the hood. People waited long lines in the mechanics just to get them fixed. It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds.
Got some Morse code. It's kind of intense. Well, up here is another terminal for convenience. It'll be logged as Spectre in case you want to close it. Running warm with all the glass overclocked. Gonna put on some coolant on. If I die, tell the next node that Chrome gave you eyes. Wait, I'll swear I'm off. Whoa. Okay, so this one is Morse code. Where's my notebook? I'm gonna write this down. This is a very long message. It's about to restart. Wow. I'm getting mixed up in the middle here. I never thought I was gonna have to be doing Morse code, guys. 1, 2, 3. It's repeating. Okay, wait, hold on. What's the Mexican Revolution? Where's tab? I gotta look up Morse code real quick. Hold on. Before I even look this up, I feel like it's saying help me? Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. Dash, dot. SF. It's a frequency. Dot, dot, dot. Dot. Dash, dash. Dash, dash. These dashes are separated. This is part of this one. And this is the start of another one. Dot, dot, dash, dot, 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 dash. Dot, dot. It's a dash and then 4 dots. SF. Wow, this is so hard. Okay. It's a frequency that we got. Fine. Dot, dot, dash, dot, 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 dash, dash, dot, dot. Okay, it's dash, dash, dot, dot, I think. SF47. It's about to start over again. Dash, dash, dot, dot. Okay, I have SF4 Z32.238. I feel like that Z is supposed to be another number. Let me write this down. SF is the frequency for Z32. There's something, I don't know, is it 3 dashes in a row and I'm just not catching it? That makes it an 8 instead of a Z. Okay. Let's change our frequency to, we've got one more here. Which one do we need to do, this big one, right? Cool. Alright, let's... go back to the terminal. And I want to try to do... let's see, how do we connect to that one? Connect... okay, we're going to try this. 832.238 SF4. Thank you, kind stranger. I've been left alone here for so long, but you found me. Yes, been trying to reach people apparently, to find somebody to talk to. It's genius. Morse is much more readable and allows to communicate from great distances due to its binary nature. It has worked. After years, we are certain. I wanted to tell people that. I wanted to tell people that I'm alive. What did I do? We built this. We have built me for this reason. It was this idea that I had. If one were to convert his consciousness into mere data, they could continue to be in thin air. Ever heard about the Schumann resonance? Plan was to use it as a destination. If a radio wave frequency is too low, it is able to reflect from the ionosphere by what is called indirect propagation. I was transmitting my consciousness into the ionosphere for years, deliberately using lower frequencies, closed the Schumanns for its entrapment. And it worked. What you heard was a living proof of it. They built you? Well, you see, in order for me to propagate myself into the resonance, I first needed to become data. I am a construct. My research partners helped me achieve that. I have become what I am now. What did it delete here? Is it really you then? I understand. Are you a bot? I'm so confused. We understand because we read the dictionary. I need to tell people it worked, but the hard drive isn't functioning properly. They didn't believe me. Yes, they helped me at first, but as the time went on, they stopped visiting, maintaining the machine, as if it wasn't the real me. I know I was a copy for them, but for me, I was real. They only saw their dead friend, and with the project not going anywhere, they eventually stopped visiting. Thank you. I got a message from somebody. You heard the first words of a newborn mind, which led you to me. I am in your debt. Sky message. I am back for a short time. How was it? Were you able to adapt to radiotext? Kind of. seemed as a sharp one. Guess I was right. I'll ask you whether you want to join Chirp Syndicate or not. Shit. Oh. Oh. The fuck was that? So it begins. That was the dropping tower. There's no going back now. Have you made your decision? Be good. Likewise, thank you. Once more. I'm hoping it is against the falling tyrants. I went in. I think this is gonna be the end of the demo. I'm gonna be sad. It's fun. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna hop off real quick. When I'm back, I'll ask you to help on a matter. We found out there's an undercover inside the wave. No, I reached the end of the demo. I can keep browsing. Officer or an intelligence service agent operating without badge or authority to gather intel from the inside. Copper rat or guinea pig. Ooh, let's do the rest of these connections. Tricks. What's the deadliest sin that makes corporations grow? Grid. What is the most important human right taken from us in the name of protection? What? Why did it register grid, but it didn't register what? Hold on. Whoa. What is this? Find us where... Interesting. Type without moving your fingers. Where speed is life and keyboards are noise, tech will be your savior. Tech Ring Typer is here. Get yours today. Well, hello, beautiful. I'm a Rumor. Nice to meet you. It's the first time I'm seeing you. Must be new. What brings you here? Interesting. Maybe I just type wanted to be free. Free, yes. But free from what? I have corporations. I see. Not to be a pawn in someone else's play, not allowing them to gain from your back and make everything worse using that. Do you know why they call me rumor? Because I have all the gossip you seek. Just ask me what I think about a person and I'll tell you all I know. You can ask others as well, but I can't guarantee they'll answer. Go ahead, ask me. Just type the name. Feel free to barge in between my speech. I don't mind. Interrupt me. What do you think about? Chrome. Tough nut to crack. Corporations fear him. He's the only one breaking their thick ice. Don't stay too close, though. People say he'll melt his wax wings overclocking this close to the sun. Wouldn't want to get scorched alongside as previous ones had. She knows people, and his secrets are so I've heard. She isn't fond of me, but I like her. Keeps bringing fresh stuff to the waves for me. Cute boy. He was always loyal to Sky. Can speak more tech, but doesn't have the guts to lead. Or at least that's what they tell about him. I'm going away for now, but I'll be back. Remember to miss me and bring me information. Take notes, darling. I want you to tell me all about it. No active frequencies available. Dang. Expected 44.1, received 48. Oh, we can transcribe stuff. Dang. Mute, unmute.
It is the first time. Nobody knew they should have stayed away from the windows. Watching up close, curiously. Disaster outside. Everybody was shocked back then, looking at the damage, which never happened before. Just by a hailstorm, occurred in the middle of the summer. So, people repainted their buildings, fixed their cars as much as they can. Then it happened again the next year. People were ready this time. They put rugs on top of the cars to protect them. They closed their window shades. Unexpectedly, the shades got broken by the hits and ruptured the surface. Then the next year came, and it happened again. Government announced a code yellow, a code which I did not heard of before. Not to get outside unless it's an emergency. From looking back now, I don't know whether there was yellow code before these events or not. All I know is that I learned it from that day on, and it kept in use. This year, alongside the code, they announced it was prohibited for bikes to get out, motored or not, due to serious gusts of wind during the annual hailstorm heavy rain, and we are used to it now. In 2015, it was a shocking thing, climate changing like it never has, showing effects immediately. Now it's just the annual midsummer storm, only getting worse. Surprising thing is we got used to it. I don't know how, but this story of a post-apocalyptic Istanbul is real, and we are living in it. Just my question, why? How? I do not know. It is the year 2023. It was 2015 when it first happened. Even today you can see its reminiscence when you look at the old buildings. Lamps on the insulation, facing north. Vents on old cars, mostly visible on the hood. People waited long lines in the mechanics just to get them fixed. It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds. Can you close the window, darling? Thank you. First, it was a sudden rain, pouring down all over, all of a sudden, washing the street away. No dry spot to stop. Cars trying to see where they are going while streams of water floating away like a river.
Oh, interesting.
To rest their bones.
The hint is 5.
Everybody outside
I'm
in a
trying to tell
hurry.
you that I shifted the alphabet
inside
by
looking
5
outside.
letters. It usually means
Oh,
plus 5, which
inside
makes
too.
you go negative 5 letters back on the alphabet,
came
so
the
E
darker
becomes
clouds.
A.
Darker than you thought it could get any darker. Carried the sudden ice amongst them. Walnut-sized hailstones. Banging windows.
Holy shit.
Dreadfully. People getting hurt outside. Trying to cover their head with their forearms like this. Miserable. Windows being shattered. Trees falling down onto cars, smashing their roof. I remember the flower pot getting broken in front of me, outside the window. As a result of a stray bolt of ice. One of many. What a pity. It is the first time nobody knew they should have stayed away from the windows. Watching up close curiously. The disaster outside. Everybody was shocked back then, looking at the damage, which never happened before. Just by a hailstorm occurred in the middle of the summer. Sorry. People repainted their buildings, fixed their cars as much as they can. Then it happened again the next year. People were ready this time.
Good job. Are also
They could
coding
drive
methods
on top
used
of
inside
cars,
computers such as
protect them,
binary. Let's try one from
close
that.
their
Inside
window
computers,
shades.
every letter has their own binary code assigned. This is called
Shades got
ASCII.
broken by the hits and ruptured the surface. Then the next year came.
What is the opposite?
It happened again. Government announced a code yellow, a code which I did not heard of
Take
before.
your time.
Not to get outside unless it's an emergency. From looking back
Whoop.
now, I don't know whether there was yellow code before these events or not. All I know is that I learned it from that day on, and it kept in use.
Well
This
done.
year,
You're learning
alongside the code,
fast.
they announced it was prohibited for bikes to get out.
Since with a hint it becomes much easier to decrypt messages, proficient people start using more than one method. They started to layer their messages in ciphers like an onion. But unfortunately, I need to go now, so I'm trusting you with the rest of your progress.
Changing like it never has, showing effects immediately.
But
Now it's just the annual midsummer storm, only getting worse. Surprising thing is we got used to it. I don't know how, but this story of a post-apocalyptic Istanbul is real,
interesting.
and we are living in it. Just my question: why? How? I do not know. It is the year 2023. It was 2015 when it first happened. Even today you can see its reminiscence when you look at the old buildings. Dents on the insulation facing north. Dents on old cars, mostly visible on the hood. People waited long lines in the mechanics just to get them fixed. It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds. Can you close the window, darling? Thank you. First, it was a sudden rain, pouring down all of a sudden, washing the street away. No dry spot to stop. Cars trying to see where they are going while streams of water floating away like a river. People looking for a dry place to rest their bones. Everybody outside in a hurry. People inside watching outside, with horror alongside fear. Then came the darker clouds. Darker than you thought.
How do I
it would get
read
any
this?
darker. Carried the sudden ice amongst them. Walnut-sized hailstones.
I can't stop seeing find
banging windows
us.
dreadfully. People getting hurt outside, trying to cover their head with their forearms like this, miserably. Windows being shattered, trees falling down onto cars, smashing their roof. I remember the flower pot getting broken in front of me, outside the window, as a result of a stray bolt of ice. One of many. What a pity. It is the first time nobody knew they should have stayed away from the windows. Watching up close curiously, the disaster outside. Everybody was shocked back then, looking at the damage, which never happened before. Just by a hailstorm occurred in the middle of the summer. So, people repainted their buildings, fixed their cars as much as they can. Then it happened again the next year. People were ready this time. They put rugs on top of the cars to protect them. They closed their window shades. Unexpectedly, shades got broken by the hits, and rugs didn't surface. Then the next year came, and it happened again. Government announced a code yellow, a code which I did not heard of before. Not to get outside unless it's an emergency. From looking back now, I don't know whether there was yellow code before these events or not. All I know is that I learned it from that day on, and it kept in use. This year, alongside the code, they announced it was prohibited for bikes to get out, motored or not, due to serious gusts of wind during the annual hailstorm heavy rain.
You only got a piece of the puzzle.
And
Keep
we are used
working
to
on it.
now.
Okay, what
In
is find
2015,
us?
it was a shocking thing. Climate
We
changing
are-
like it never has, showing effects immediately.
Find us. We
Now it's
are
just the annual midsummer storm,
Nomos.
only getting worse. Surprising thing is we got used to it. I don't know how, but this story of a post-apocalyptic Istanbul is real, and we are living in it. Just my question.
What did they put there? I
Why?
didn't see it.
How? I do not know.
Maybe Maybe I need glass.
It is the year 2023. It was 2015 when it first happened. Even today you can see its reminiscence when you look at the old buildings. Vents on the insulation facing north. Vents on old cars, mostly visible on the hood. People waited long lines in the mechanics just to get them fixed. It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds. Can you close the window, darling? Thank you. First, it was a sudden rain, pouring down all over, all of a sudden, washing the street away. No dry spot to step. Cars trying to see where they are going while streams of water floating away like a river. People looking for a
I
dry
didn't see
place to
the
rest their
code
bones.
sheet.
Everybody outside in a hurry. People inside watching outside. The horror outside too. Then came the darker clouds. Darker than you thought it could get any darker.
Oh god, she gave me a code, but I didn't see it.
Ice amongst them. Walnut-sized hailstones. Banging windows. Dreadful. People getting hurt outside. Trying to cover their head with their forearms like this. Miserable. Windows being shattered. Trees falling down onto cars, smashing their roof. I remember the flower pot getting broken in front of me, outside the window. As a result of a stray bolt of ice. One of many.
LBH.
What a pity. It is the first time nobody knew they should have stayed away from the windows. Watching up close curiously. Disaster outside. Everybody was shocked back then, looking at the damage, which never happened before. Just by a hailstorm occurred in the middle of the summer. Sorry. People repainted their buildings, fixed their cars as much as they can. Then it happened again the next year. People were ready this time. They put rugs on top of the cars to protect them. They closed their window shades. Unexpectedly, shades got broken by the hits and ruptured the surface. Then the next year came, and it happened again. Government announced a code yellow, a code which I did not heard of before. Not to get outside unless it's an emergency. From looking back now, I don't know whether there was yellow code before these events or not. All I know is that I learned it from that day on, and it kept in use. This year, alongside the code, they announced it was prohibited for bikes to get out, motored or not, due to serious gusts of wind during the annual hailstorm heavy rain. And we are used to it now. In 2015, it was a shocking thing. Climate changing like it never has, showing effects immediately. Now it's just the annual midsummer storm, only getting worse. Surprising thing is we got used to it. I don't know how, but this story of a post-apocalyptic Istanbul is real, and we are living in it. Just my question, why? How? I do not know. It is the year 2023. It was 2015 when it first happened. Even today you can see its reminiscence when you look at the old buildings. Vents on the insulation facing north. Vents on old cars, mostly visible on the hood. People
it would have been nice to figure out what they
say.
say.
It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds. close the window, darling? Thank you. First, it was a sudden rain, pouring down all over, all of a sudden, washing the street away. No dry spot to step.
If I can figure out one of these
Cars
three-letter
trying to see where they are
words,
going while
I'll be able to
streams of
figure
water
out
flooding away like a
the
river.
rest of it.
People looking for a dry place to rest their bones. Everybody outside in a hurry. People inside watching outside with horror alongside fear. Then came the darker clouds. Darker than you thought it could get any darker. Carried the sudden ice amongst them. Walnut-sized hailstones. Banging windows dreadfully. People getting hurt outside, trying to cover their head with their forearms like this, miserably. Windows being shattered, trees falling down onto cars, smashing their roof. I remember the flower pot getting broken in front of me, outside the window. As a result of a stray bolt of ice. One of many. What a pity. It is the first time nobody knew they should have stayed away from the windows. Watching up close curiously. The disaster outside. Everybody was shocked back then, looking at the damage, which never happened before. Just by a hailstorm occurred in the middle of the summer. Sorry. People repainted their buildings, fixed their cars as much as they can. Then it happened again the next year. People were ready this time. They put rugs on top of the cars to protect them. They closed their window shades. Unexpectedly, shades got broken by the hits and right through the surface. Then the next year came, and it happened again. Government announced a code yellow, a code which I did not heard of before. Not to get outside unless it's an emergency. From looking back now, I don't know whether there was yellow code before these events or not. All I know is that I learned it from that day on, and it kept in use. This year, alongside the code, they announced it was prohibited for bikes to get out, watered or not, due to serious gusts of wind during the annual hailstorm heavy rain. And we are used to it now. In 2015, it was a shocking thing, climate changing like it never has, showing effects immediately. Now it's just the annual midsummer storm, only getting worse. Surprising thing is we got used to it. I don't know how, but this story of a post-apocalyptic Istanbul is real, and we are living in it. Just not questioning why, how, I do not know.
Oh man, I don't know what this is.
It is the year 2023. It was 2015 when it first happened.
I wish I would have saw what was here before.
Today you can see its reminiscence when you look at the old buildings. Vents on the insulation facing north. Vents on old cars, mostly visible on the hood. People waited long lines in the mechanics just to get them fixed. It wasn't cheap. Some of them never did. I was sitting in my apartment when it first happened, watching the dark clouds. Can you close the window, darling? Thank you. First, it was a sudden rain.
I really wish I could figure out what this says. Whoa. Oh! I wonder if this is it. L. U. Can. Become. Nomos. Okay. SVAQHFVASHYYIREFVBA. Find us in full version. Find this in the full version. Yeah. That's cool. There's still something here that we can do. And in the dictionary. What other words have we missed, I wonder? Morse code. We didn't do Morse code yet. Binary Morse. Whoa. We could look that up. It won't let me click on it. Technomass. Weird. Well, this game is super cool. I don't know about you guys, but this is like way up my alley. I wish I knew what this error code was. This game is awesome. This is gonna be a really cool puzzle game. I can feel it in my bones. Definitely recommend. I did post the link, but I didn't pin it. So there's a link for anybody that wants to wishlist it. I think it's super cool. Let me go to Keymailer real quick. There's Radiotext. Wrong button! Yeah, that's it. Dang. This game is so cool. Does it have the release date? It does not. I know it said Q3, so sometime, you know, in the next few months, this will be delivered. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. But I think that's it. This was a really short stream. I only streamed for about an hour. We might do another stream this evening. I've got a few keymailers that I need to get through, but I need to get some homework done first. So, for now, this is going to be it for me. And we're going to go raid... probably Dead Ryan. Cafe? We're gonna raid Dead Ryan Gaming. And I will see you guys possibly this evening. Just keep an eye on the Discord and I'll let you know. And until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.